Hey folks, it's Coach Wade here. Listen, today I'm going to be talking to you about golf. In fact, I'm going to teach you how to play golf. In about 5 minutes, I'm going to teach you the objective of golf, the basic rules of golf, and the etiquette of golf. Now, I don't mean that you're going to be Tiger Woods and playing on the PGA Tour. What I'm going to do is I'm going to teach you a game called disc golf. And with the game of disc golf and knowing the objective, the rules, and the etiquette, you're going to be able to play today the basic game of golf. And as I said, we're going to play with a Frisbee, which is a great game in its own right and is actually played professionally. And we're also going to use it as a lead-up game to our next unit on playing traditional golf, which we'll play with a ball and clubs. So the first thing we need to know about disc golf, or any game of golf, is that it's a target game. And the object of the game is to get either your ball, if you're playing regular golf, or in our case, we're playing disc golf, to get our disc into the target, which is called a hole. Each hole begins with its own starting location. That starting location is called a tee. You go from that tee to the corresponding hole or target. The target we're shooting for today, we're starting out at Chavez Ridge Disc Golf Course. It's here in Griffith Park in LA. It's easily accessible, it's free to the public, and this is actually a really cool, and you'll see it's a very demanding, that is difficult course, usually not meant for amateurs. That said, anybody can come out here and play anytime you want. And I'm just going to point this one fact out. You're going to see a lot of cool bells and whistles and toys here. But if you want to play this game on your own, you can set up a course in your backyard or on your street anytime you like. But let's talk about this course. The Chavez Ridge Disc Golf Course has 18 holes, which by the way is standard. You can play any number you like. Today, for the purpose of our video, we're only going to play 2 holes, which is going to be enough for you to understand how the game is played and how it's scored. But normally we play 18. The first hole starts with the first tee, and we're at the first tee right now. Chavez Ridge Disc Golf Course, hole number 1, and right here it says par 3. Par 3 refers to kind of a magic number in golf. Par refers to the number of throws or attempts a good golfer would take to get their disc from the tee into the hole. You're going to see that's going to be pretty tough. My assistant Bill and I are going to be playing, and it's probably going to take us considerably more than 3 shots, and you shouldn't be intimidated by that number. That's really kind of for an expert golfer, and it's really exciting when you get it in par or you get it in one less than par. But for now, just realize that's a general number. And right here we got a little map of this hole. So we're starting here, and we're standing right at the first tee, and this course they're showing you on this map is what they call a dogleg right, meaning you want to stay along this course because otherwise you're going to get into trouble in the trees and down the hill, and so it turns to the right, kind of like a dog's leg. So it's a dogleg right, and then the target is up at the end, and you can see it beyond my shoulder. There's a hill over there. Just over the rise of that hill, you'll see the target. I'm going to start talking to you. The most important thing is understanding the objective of golf. The objective of golf, it's a target game. I want to start at a starting location that we call a tee, and in the fewest number of attempts possible, I want to throw my disc and get it into the hole. So we're starting at the first tee, the starting location, and then we're going to get it in as few shots as possible into the first hole. By the way, each tee is a starting location on a starting pad. So we're at the first tee right here, and you'll see that black rectangular pad. Our feet need to be inside that pad when we throw. Okay, so I'm going to be playing with my friend Bill today. Say hello, Bill.
Hi, Bill.
Okay, so we've elected that I'm going to go first. I'm standing on this rubber mat. This is the tee box, and the rules state that I have to start. My first throw has to be from within this. I can take a running start, which is what I'm going to do, and I'm aiming to a target that's just over that hill. So here's my first shot. Oh no! And here goes Bill. Nice safe shot, lays up, good on the hill, right on the fairway. Okay, so Bill is walking up to his disc. Bill, I'm going to ask you to hold on for a second. Everybody saw where it landed on the ground. The first, one of the most important rules in golf, is called the rule that you play it as it lies. Meaning, wherever the disc comes to rest on the ground is where you take your next shot from. Bill is going to go first because there's a second rule or etiquette of golf. There are 2 ways to play. You can either play ready golf, which we'll do on the next hole, or the more formal way is to play using the ready rule or using the away rule. The away rule states that the person whose disc is farthest away from the target goes next and continues to throw until they're no longer the farthest away. In part, that's a matter of safety. Okay, Bill, take your second shot. Oh, and another good shot high up on the hill. He's looking pretty good there. Another point I'm going to make is that was Bill's second shot. It's Bill's job to keep track of how many shots he's taken on each hole, and I'll explain why that's important in a minute. Okay, so here's my second shot. Remember, I play it as it lays, so this is where it came to rest. I should be within a foot of where it landed. And here's Bill's second shot. Oh, not bad, Bill. Okay, so Bill's getting ready to take his third shot, and you'll see the target's right in front of me, and Bill's really close. Go ahead, Bill. And he gets it in. Okay, so you can see we've both now gotten it into the target. We got it into the first hole. The important thing now is we both kept our own score, and now whoever's keeping the score on the scorecard is going to ask the other, Bill, how many did it take you to get it in?
3.
Okay, so you're going to see, zoom in on this for me, Bill. So I'm going to give Bill a score of 3, and I got a score of 4. That means Bill's actually winning. This is an important idea in golf. Remember, in most sports, it's the person with the most points wins. In golf, you want the lowest points. So theoretically, the best score you could have would be a hole-in-one on all 18 holes. That would be a score 18. Of course, that doesn't happen, but you want the lowest score possible. In Bill's case, he scored a par, meaning what a good golfer should have. I scored a bogey, which is 1 over par. All right, we're at the second hole now. And because Bill won the last hole, in golf etiquette, he is said to have the honor of going first. So Bill, it's your honor. Go ahead and throw. Uh-oh, that one's looking like it's going out of bounds. And here comes my shot. God, terrible. Okay, so Bill's first shot on the second hole landed in the road, which is out of bounds. Obviously, it's out of bounds because it's unsafe. If you get one that's out of bounds, you can do exactly what Bill's doing now. You get to move it to the nearest spot in line with where you took the shot, to the nearest safe spot it is to shoot. And he's going to go ahead now and shoot. Go ahead, Bill. But there's one special rule about that shot. Because Bill had to take and pick up the ball, remember we're supposed to play as it lies, but because Bill didn't play it as it lies because he had to pick it up, whenever you have to pick the ball up like that, or the disc in this case, there's a special rule that applies. A penalty stroke or a penalty throw. Bill has taken 2 throws, but he also has to take an extra point or throw for the privilege of getting to move his disc. So his score now, having thrown it twice, is actually a score of 3. Okay folks, so you can see we just finished the second hole. Both of us got our discs into the hole or into the target. So now it's time to keep score, and we're going to do it the same way we did last time. Bill, how many did it take you to get it in?
3.
But you had a penalty, right?
Oh yes, you're right, so 4.
So Bill gets a score of 4 and I get a score of 3. So now I want to just show you the scorecard for a second so you can see how we do that. So I'm putting myself down for a 3 and Bill down for a 4, because remember he had the penalty stroke. So I just want you to see how the scorecard works. Here's my name. All my scores are going to be read across here. All Bill's scores are going to be read across here. The scores for the first hole are going to go in the column marked 1, and underneath it you see 1 is a par 3. It tells you the distance. And so now I put our score for the first hole. I got a 4 on the first hole, Bill got a 3. On the second hole, I got a 3 and Bill got a 4. If you'll notice, by the way, we're tied. At the end of the game, we'll total all our scores over here in this column, and we'll know who won the game. And remember, it's the person with the lowest score wins the game. You now know how to play golf, folks.